Alright guys, welcome back to the Build Your Own R2-D2. This is issue number 7. Sadly, this bag actually busted out on the side, so everything is pretty much already unboxed. Right here you can see we've got some more screws, some nuts, more pieces to the head, and this looks like some pieces that are possibly going to go on the leg, but we don't entirely know yet. So before we get started, let's go ahead and check out what's inside the magazine. Now, and here we have some info regarding the stunt team, which you guys know there was tons of stunts performed in Star Wars. And we have our bounty hunter droid. Okay, and here we go, showing what the pieces are. So it does look like we are actually going to be doing a little bit of work on the leg, hopefully. Okay, alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and fold over the magazine here. You can see this is what our outcome is going to be of the dome, and what's highlighted here in the yellow is the section that we are going to be currently working on. So we have our piece that we were working on back 2 episodes ago. So we already know obviously how well this is going to go. We are going to be taking the nuts, and we are going to be taking the longer screws, and we're going to be assembling this. So it says on here that it doesn't matter which one you use. These are both the same piece. So we're going to go ahead and magnetize a screw here, and we're going to put it right into place, just like that. And it does say that we are going to be working in, well, yes, we're going to be working in this direction, so we're going this way. Now we're going to take one of our longer screws, put it on our screwdriver, and we are going to flip this over carefully that we don't lose our nut on the other side, and that is in. Now before I go ahead and put the other nut on this one, I'm actually just going to make my life easy, and I'm going to put on this other black piece of the frame here. So we're going to nut this up just like that again, and sit it down for a moment. I'm actually, truthfully, I'm not even looking at the instructions for this part. I'm not even paying attention to it because I already know how this is going. This is more than obvious, but we will flip over. So you guys can see right here is how we're going to have it with the frame, and then we're going to be working on the part of the leg. So this is pretty much standard, just continuing from issue number 5. So for once with these models, we actually know very well what we're doing. Thank God. Make life a little easier with these things. I do actually really enjoy doing this. Honestly, if this is actually taking me a lot longer to do than I thought it would, but if I didn't have to record these and put them on YouTube, I'd already have these done. I would just sit down and bang them out in one day, and that would be that. But honestly, I think that this is something that's cool. I think it's a nice little filler, and you know, with how expensive these are, why not try to make a little bit of the money back by doing videos anyway. So okay, nice and tight, and nice and tight. Good. So we have some more of the head assembled here, so we're going to leave that now to the side, and we are going to start working on this. Alright, so the instructions are very clear on this one. For once, we are actually going to be taking the supplied screws that are in this issue, which are going to be these 2. There's only 2 screws, and that's the only 2 screws we're going to need for doing this. So we're going to flip this over. Now you guys can see that there are quite a bit of pieces pieces here, and there's a very tiny piece here. Oh, I don't like this tiny piece. Well, there is only the one, so that's good, but I don't like how tiny that is. That's a little bit ridiculous, but anyway, we are going to be taking one of these, and it looks like one of these somehow, I guess it's going to fit, and then one of these. This doesn't make any sense to me. It's probably more like, oh no. I mean, that makes sense. Wow, okay. There we go. I actually had this on the wrong way. So this way, here, once this rings on, and then these prongs will line up right into there, just like that. So now we're going to go ahead and take these. Okay, I'm going to load up our black screw that it came with, and we're going to go ahead and put this. Never fails with me dropping these screws. I'm just trying to figure out where that's going. And right down into the center. Hopefully that's screwing in straight. It's definitely tight. Very tight, actually. A little bit tighter than I'd like. So it literally says to use these screws with this one, but it's like really obnoxious how tight these are, and it's really uncomforting. I mean, it's getting to where it's got to get to, so these are metal. This is a metal portion for the kit, so I guess at this rate I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't want to ram them in there. All right, we're gonna leave that one be, and we're going to move on and look at the next one here and see how well these go in. Yeah, these don't go in nice. They're going in straight, but it's just, I'm really worried about damaging this thing just with how tight these are. Okay guys, so after a lot of debate, this one here is actually snug. This one here is a little bit rattly. Now, nothing I can really do about that. This was stupid. I'm very unhappy with this issue. I don't like how this is. I'm going to have to find a way to correct this, but I'm very displeased with how that is. Now, the other thing is, this little microscopic piece here and this actually have to be held on for a following issue. So that is going to make life hard, because I don't understand why we have to have such a tiny piece held on. It's kind of like as if this is set up to be like a failure. Like, why would you include, you know, pieces that are not going to be used right now, and they're, you know, pieces like that that are going to be easy to lose. So I think that's a little bit messed up. Thank God. Okay, so we've actually got this tight now. I'm going to crank it down just a little tiny bit more. Alright. So both of these are actually now tight. So that's awesome. So this screw here, we're going to save to the side. Hopefully we end up not needing it, because there apparently was a flaw with that screw, because these are now both really good. And I'm going to tighten them up just a little bit more snug with the Walmart screwdriver I got here. I don't want to crank down with the magnetic one. I don't want to ruin the one that came with this. So those are done. Thank God this episode is finally completed. I could not wait for this, because this really sucked. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please consider giving it a big thumbs up and subscribing, because every Friday we'll be uploading one of these videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next Friday at 6 p.m.
The apocalypse.